So, hello and welcome. My name's Steve Nobel, and today I'm speaking with Carol Nayach on Ascension Wave through Stonehenge. Carol is a channel and spiritual teacher who's been working with the Arcturians for some years, and she runs an amazing group in central London dedicated to the material of the Arcturians. Now, Carol's come to speak today about an event happening on Sunday the 29th of April between 8 AM and 9 AM, and this is a very important event around the intersection of the dimensions. So, hi Carol.
Good morning to you, Steve. Very nice to be speaking with you.
Yeah, now I know this event's been a little while in the planning, and I was hoping to get down there, but a house move got in the way. So can you say something about what is this event that's going to be happening Sunday the 29th of April?
Well, the 29th of April is the day of the Wesak full moon, which is the most powerful moon of the year. And there are all sorts of planetary alignments and so on going on at that time, which the Arcturians feel make it the perfect time for an intersection of the dimensions. That is, bringing fifth dimensional energy through into the planet on quite a powerful way. They have even hinted that it would be very similar to an ascension wave. So perhaps it's an ascension wave, but they're not quite liking to give it that title at the moment. So what is going to happen is that there will be 30 of us who all work with the Arcturians, who can all work with their energies inside the Stonehenge inner circle between 8 and 9 AM on Sunday the 29th of April, which is next Sunday. So while we are in that circle, they will bring down this intersection of the dimensions through us. And one of the reasons why Stonehenge is so important is because it is an intersectional dimensional vortice. So it's the perfect site to bring down that interdimension.
What is an interdimensional vortex? Or can you explain something about that?
Well, if you can visualize the third dimension and the fifth dimension, perhaps see them both as spheres. The fifth dimension will touch the third dimension. So it's a very, very powerful download of fifth dimensional energy into the planet.
Right.
It requires certain energetic structures and certain planetary alignments for that to be able to take place.
And can you just explain for listeners, what is an ascension wave? What does that mean?
Well, it means that a fifth dimensional injection of higher energy into the third dimension will raise the consciousness of the planet, raise the consciousness of humanity, will accelerate personal and planetary healing. And there's even the possibility for those that are ready to be able to ascend.
Now this whole work is being held by the Arcturians, isn't it?
Well, as you know, the Arcturians, working under the direction of Lord Sananda and Archangel Metatron, are in charge of the ascension of this planet and humanity, working, of course, with all the other star beings and cosmic beings and so on. But ascending planets is one of the things which they do, and they are said to be the most highly evolved beings within our section of the universe.
And what are you hoping with this event? You want a lot of people to tune in?
Well, the Arcturians have said that they're very excited about the opportunity that is available here, and that they would like that this energy didn't just go through Stonehenge into the planet, but that it could be spread throughout the whole planet. So they really are hoping that people around the planet will wish to tune in, to connect in, to receive this interdimensional energy, this higher energy from the fifth dimension, and anchor it into the earth from wherever they might be, so that we can get world participation around the planet and raise this planet closer to the fifth dimension.
Amazing. Okay, Carol, now I know you're going to lead a meditation to help people tune in. And I think there's also a window of opportunity after, between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m., isn't there? Is it
That's correct. You know, people from different parts of the planet, it may not be convenient at that UK hour, but there will be a window of several hours so people can connect in whenever it's convenient for them throughout that day. Possibly even the following day, we shall see.
All right, Carol. Well, is there anything else before you lead the meditation you want to let our listeners know?
Well, I just would like to say to them, please give us your support. This is one of the most important events on the planet so far, and whoever wishes to be of service to the planet in that way, by receiving the energy and anchoring it into the earth, they will also receive for themselves a huge acceleration in personal healing and expanded consciousness. So let's see if we can all unite and work as one for this amazing event for the planet and for humanity, which is so needed at this time.
Wonderful. Okay, Carol, I'll pass it over to you for the meditation.
Thank you, Steve. Well, good day to everyone who will be listening to this recording, and the Arcturians, particularly Giuliano and Helio, are very, very pleased that Steve is making this wonderful podcast for us and putting it out to the world, and we thank him very much for all the work that he does so unconditionally for us and for the planet. So we ask now for Helio, a wonderful, wonderful Arcturian being from a very high dimension, to be with us and to bring her presence into our aura, into our being. As we very gently begin to move inwards into the inner planes of our being, and we move more deeply inwards, opening the crown to bring down the light of the higher self, moving into the space of the high heart, and grounding that light through the lower chakras into the core of the earth. And we become aware of our breath as we breathe into the heart and come into a place within of love and peace as we prepare ourselves through the coming week to be of service to humanity and to the planet. So set your intention now and open to receive, both today and over the coming week, the frequency which the Arcturians are bringing to us. You may feel their blue light around you as you allow their light to enter into your aura. It is a light which very gently raises your frequency, which clears your aura, which brings you into an inner place of beauty, of peace, and of bliss as you experience the frequency of the fifth dimension. So we, the Arcturians, would like to ask you to please open to our frequency, to raise your vibration, and be open to receive these wonderful downloads which we will be bringing to your planet on the morning of the 29th of April. So we ask you now to visualize Stonehenge I'm sure you all have a picture of it in your mind, or you can look it up and see this circle of stones. It was, of course, made in ancient times with the help of the beings of the star system Sirius, and it is an interdimensional vortice. This vortice can be used for travelling interdimensionally to other star systems. It can be used for travelling in time, back into ancient time or into future time, and it can also be used as an interdimensional vortice for bringing higher dimensional energies in a very powerful way through into the earth. So if you wish to have a visualization, you could see the earth and the fifth dimension as two spheres, and you could see the sphere of the fifth dimension above, which touches the top of the sphere of the third dimension. So due to the planetary alignments at this time, on the day of the Wesak full moon, it is the perfect time for us, the Arcturians, to bring through a very powerful intersection of the dimensions, which means a huge force of fifth dimensional energy will travel through into the planet and be received by the planetary core, crystalline core of Gaia. So as you beautiful star seeds and light workers open to receive and connect to this light, this energy, you will also receive for yourselves a huge expansion of consciousness and accelerated personal healing. But our wish is that you anchor this light into Gaia and create a web of fifth dimensional energy throughout the entire planet, raising the frequency of the earth, raising the frequency of humanity closer to the fifth dimension. There may even be an experience throughout the planet of the fifth dimension within that time, or very briefly, for those who are able to resonate with this higher frequency. So allow yourselves a few moments now to simply receive as we bring our frequencies to you. Be open through your third eye to receive an Arcturian energy transmission into your third eye, which will travel down into your high heart and rest within you. As you receive this transmission, you will be receiving a connection to ourselves, which you can renew anytime you wish. We will be downloading all the information and preparation that you need in this transmission for your participation in the intersection of dimensions through Stonehenge. So take a few moments now in silence, simply to receive and to know that you are being prepared, that this is your awakening to your soul mission. This is why you are here. And feel within the sacredness, the holiness of this service. Allow the energy to move through you, as it enters into all levels of your multi-dimensional self. As you rest in your innermost being, the depths of your high heart, and within your I Am presence, and know that you are a powerful starseed, a powerful being of light, here to transform your planet and to move your planet into the 5th dimension. We appreciate your work. We are grateful for your participation, and we will all meet on the 29th of April with love and light and peace within. We are the Arcturians.